Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Comic Book Fanatics, and I am Marty, and I know I have not been doing videos for quite some time. My apologies for that. I have actually been a little busy with school and everything. I've started semester a few weeks ago, and this is a pretty demanding class for me. This is just a lot of memorization and everything to do. So, with that said, it's just kind of taken a majority of my time, and I've been trying to focus on that a little bit more than doing anything else, which, as I mentioned, is just taking a lot of time away from me from doing some of the things that I enjoy. For example, making videos and showing and sharing comic books. So, but with that said, I figured I'd go ahead and take a break from my studies for a little bit, have a beer, and enjoy sharing some of these books that I've accumulated in the past few weeks or so. And of course, they're not very recent, within a week or two. They've actually been accumulating for a past few weeks or so. But anyways, before I begin, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Lords of the Long Box Tim, or TiVo, for allowing me to come on his show again last Tuesday. I'm sorry, last Thursday. He changed it over to Thursdays. And so it was a great show. I had fun with Darkside Jedi, and also Marky316 was on there as well. So I had a really great time. If you have not gotten a chance to check that out, it's posted on his YouTube channel. And I think it was his third or fourth episode. I think it was something within that. But check it out. It was a really good show. He runs a really good structure show and a lot of good information from each of the panel members that share some of their insights. So good stuff. And I also want to say congratulations to Funkmaster Celia and all the girls of the Female Fanatics Force. If you guys don't know, they actually did their first showing on their home channel of Female Fanatic Force on yesterday, which was Friday night. So it was a really great show, and it looked like they had a lot of fun, and they were very excited, and sharing some of their knowledge and their books, and it's just so great for them to be able to branch off like that and do their own thing. And I absolutely support them. Love those ladies. They're just so awesome. Just wonderful ladies overall. And without doing videos for a while, my battle buddy Ray Jr. has been holding the fort down for me. So I got to give him a shout out for doing that, because he's been doing videos left and right and posting them, and just kind of keeping everybody entertained with his videos and his pickups and his finds. So hey, appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. And of course, last but not least, I definitely want to say thank you to all the people that have come and subscribed to our channel as well. We really appreciate that, and by all means, we love to have you guys on our comic episodes, and having you guys come back and your feedbacks and your insights and inputs. Absolutely wonderful people in this community, and I can't go off without giving a big shotgun blast shout out to all the subscribers. I wish I can just give specific shout outs for all of you guys, but we're well over 600 subscribers, so I don't want you to think that I'm just being lazy and not giving everybody a shout out. But I don't think you guys want to see a video of me naming every individual on the subscriber list that we have for Comic Book Fanatics. But okay, so I know I can get a little long-winded at times, and I apologize, but it has been quite some time since I've done a video, and there's so much to say, and there's so many people to thank, and there's just so much I definitely want to just throw out there with showing my appreciation as much as I can, and I do it by words and recognizing folks out there. All right, so first of all, this video right here, I'm going to show you a few of my key issues that I picked up along the week, and I apologize for the glare on the right side, because you know how these encasings are when it comes to certain light. They have a tendency to throw a little glare, and no matter which way I move it, it still has a certain glare. See that? But nevertheless, okay, so let's start out with these slab books here on the right side. This is a CGC graded book of a Wonder Woman number 144. It's an Adam Hughes cover, and I actually got this one off eBay. And I just happened to stumble up on it, be honest with you, because 141 I did not have in my copy, and I was trying to get the entire run of Adam Hughes that he did in Wonder Woman, and so this is one of the ones I didn't have. It's an absolutely gorgeous cover. This I only bought, I think it was like, with shipping and handling, close to $30 or so. So I really couldn't pass that up, to be honest with you. And I saw that, and I saw it was a really good deal. So I wanted to just to grab it from my collection, and being that I didn't have it, and it's just one of the ones to close in my gap. So this is White Pages, a 9.4, absolutely beautiful Adam Hughes cover. Wonder Woman, Superman on the front, just very romantic, very I don't know, what is the intimate type of cover, I guess. So this is it. All right. And the next one I got over here, I actually bought this off an eBay, of a eBay seller. He was out of Canada, and I will tell you, it was a really great price he gave this to me. Now, this is Amazing Spider-Man number 10, and it is an off-white to white pages. It's a 3.5, but you know what? I think some of the flaws and a lot of the shortcomings it's probably in the book, because I'm looking on the outside and the back of the cover, and it just looks so great, to be honest with you. And I'll give you guys a little bit more of a closer look at it. I mean, look at this, and it looks like he's probably pressed it at some time or so. But it is a gorgeous book, and there's a bit of a, not necessarily a date stamp, but just kind of like what they did back in the days with writing in the date right there. But as you can see from the top right there, it's just a very crisp book, and the cover really presents really well. And this is the first appearance of the Big Man and the Enforcers. Sort of a comic, I want to say comical, but I guess just the writing back in the day it's just kind of amusing to me. The big man and you got the Enforcer guys right here. And the earlier stories of the Amazing Spider-Man, he's gone up against them a few times. So I don't think these guys really lasted very long, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, I'm happy to have this in my collection. This probably makes this one of the earliest Amazing Spider-Man issues that I have. So, and for the price that I got it for, guys, this, I couldn't beat it, to be honest with you. Amazing Spider-Man number 10. It is a Stan Lee story and Steve Ditko artwork. You can never go wrong when it comes to them. Very classical, very iconic. And the one with Ray gave me 11 as a retirement gift. And with that, so that gives me 10, 11. I'm still missing 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then once I get those four, I should be able to close that gap and have that run from number 10 all the way up to 700 in the first series. Of course, minus the variants, because I got quite a few variants as you get higher into the books. So there it is. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 10, first appearance of the Enforcer. And what I will do is I'll throw this one back up and kind of keep this as a little background. All right. But very happy to have that. Very beautiful book. And just something that I will definitely keep in my collection for quite some time. Now, I know I could go on CGC and probably buy the grader's notes and figure out why they gave it such a low grade based off of how well it presents. But yeah, I don't know. It's no big deal to me, to be honest with you. I mean, for such an old book, a number 10, a 3.5, I'm okay with, because it's just going to stay in my collection. I'm just happy to have it. All right. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. This is my Harley Quinn glass where I hold a lot of my Blue Moon. Blue Moon brought to you by Blue Moon. All right. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Now let's move on. Next book I have, you know what? Let me throw this down because there's a bit of a glare that's kind of getting on my nerves here. So this book right here you see on the left side, this was a commission that I got done by Randy Emberlin, and he was at the North Texas Comic Con in Dallas a couple weeks ago that I've gone to with Comic DJ to, and unfortunately he didn't get a chance to finish it up while I was there. So he was very nice to have mailed it back to me probably about a week ago. And so it was really nice, beautiful cover. It's he only charged $50 to get a sketch done, and I mean for $50 a whole body of the Amazing Spider-Man, everything else included, and you see that. I mean you can't go wrong. So I'm very happy with this. The other ones that I got commissioned done, I actually had CBCS verify the signature, and I got it sent in. One of the, and I think you've probably seen my other video. One of them was Bob McLeod, and I think the other gentleman, shoot, drawing a blank right now, but Bob McLeod, and who was that other guy? Oh crap, I can't remember. Anyways, he did that Rogue one for me, and I got the signature verified and sent in the CBCS, and I fast tracked it that day. All right. So the next book I bought, this is another eBay purchase right here. This is Convergence #0. This is another Adam Hughes cover. Absolutely beautiful cover. It's got Black Cat, and you've got the Black Cat in her, I don't know, you call it latex or leather outfit right there, and then of course he did the older Catwoman in her purple outfit. So you got two of the Catwomans right there, laying on some bags of Gotham City money. So kind of cool, huh? It's beautiful. I mean, Adam Hughes, man, he's just an amazing guy, right? He just does some wonderful artwork. So I was very happy to have this in my collection because I try to get as many Adam Hughes covers as I possibly can that I like. As you know, the only one I don't have that I really want is that Harley Quinn one. The Harley Quinn #1 variant, which you guys know goes for about, shoot, $400 to $600 depending on the condition of it. But you know, I'm not ready to spend that type of money yet on a modern book, so I'm just gonna hold on for a little bit. So, and the next one you guys see on the left is, this is Star Wars #42 right here. This is the first appearance of Boba Fett within the Marvel Universe comic books. So I also bought this off of eBay a while back. And this is an absolutely beautiful book as well. I mean, the condition with this, I mean, I maybe see one tick or whatever, but I would say this is probably like a very fine plus. So I'm really happy to have this. I've been having my eye on this for quite some time, so I'm really happy to have it in my collection, because you never know where these things are going to go, especially with Star Wars. I mean, I wanted to get it before, you know, prices on these just absolutely get just too crazy, and before it just becomes out of reach for my pocketbook. You guys know how that is. You know, I'm sure there's books out there that everybody would always wanted to have or have in their collection, but the ridiculous prices of it just kind of make it just impossible to get. And well, I wouldn't say impossible to get, but it's just not necessarily books that are, I guess, what is the word I'm looking for? Necessarily convenient at the time, I guess, or are books that just you could probably do better with your money, I guess. I don't know, but however you guys want to look at it, you know. All right, so the next book I have, ladies and gentlemen, I keep forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, is Marvel Premiere #47, featuring the astonishing Ant-Man, and this is first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. So, and I think I actually got this one at my LCS. And a really nice guy, American Heroes and Fantasies, and really great guy. Shout out to you, Earl. Appreciate that. And as always, you know, it's just a wonderful place to be. I call that my second home. Really good person, a really great atmosphere in there, and I'm always frequent in this place now. This is a little bit of a crease right here, but not much. It breaks a little bit of color, but it's not too bad. I think with the good pressing and all, this would probably come a lot better grade. But I think for the price that he gave it to me, I think was very fair. So I'm happy to have that in my collection as well. And you probably heard me talk a little bit about this one before. This is the Inhumans #1, first of its series. Now this is very nice book. I didn't pay very much for this. You know, to be honest with you, I don't remember how much I paid for it. I know it just wasn't very much. And this is, to my opinion, is probably a book well worth having before it goes up in price once again. I'm happy to have gotten it for the price that I've gotten it before it actually starts getting crazy. Because I heard, and I've heard from some guys at my local comic book store, guys that are much smarter than me, who read a lot more than I do and are a little bit more into the universe, that they eventually are going to saturate the market with more Inhumans type of marketing and promotion. So, and you know, when they do that, books like this and Fantastic Four number 45 are just going to blow up more than what they are. You know, you guys already know that Fantastic Four number 45. That's crazy prices depending on the grade you get for that. All right, next one I got, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is NYX number 3. This is the first appearance of X-23. Now, they show her in the book, and you know, she's basically a hooker, and she's visiting it with a Joe that she was told to go visit. And as you see, it says mature content. So there's a lot of mature content stuff going around in there. I mean, the cussing in there is just kind of blanked out with a whole bunch of different characters, but you really don't actually see her claws come out to the last panel of the book when she's actually, and spoiler alert if you haven't read this yet, when she's on top of the guy and just kind of on top of him, and she pretty much killed him basically. Okay. But it wasn't a bad read at all. You know, nothing to write home about or anything. But once again, this is for the simple fact that it is the first appearance of X-23, because she actually pulls her claws out in this, and you just actually see her as as that character. All right. All right, next book is Batman and Harley Quinn. Now, this is the one-shot where they actually introduce Harley Quinn into the DC universe. So this is known for that. Now, you guys also seen that you have the Batman Adventures that have the Harley Quinn's the first, second, and third appearance of her. However, as I mentioned, this is where she's actually incorporated into the DC universe, and the character, as you know her from her cartoon, this is where she starts developing, where she starts evolving as the Harley character that you've known and come to love to this day. And much like any character that are in books and comic books or superheroes and villains, they have their own significant way or timeline of how they actually evolve into what you see of most nowadays. I mean, to take, for example, Deadpool. I mean, originally when Liefeld created him, I mean, he wasn't the sarcastic type of I don't know, I guess you call it anti-hero that we know of him today, that you see in most books and movies. You know, so he's basically developed over the course of time, and that's just like Harley right here, her being in the DC universe. That's where you start seeing her start developing into her character. So, you know, another great book for any Harley lovers and Harley fans out there. I definitely recommend. This is probably a key book for you guys to have. You know, and just one of those things. I'm a Harley fan, and I just want, you know, to be able to have the books as they start going up in crazy in price, and before they're out of my reach, I try to snatch them up as much as I can and as soon as I can. And of course, based off of looking at what the market watch is, and when's the good time, and when is the wrong time to buy certain specific books. All right, the next one you've got here is Superman Man number 233. This is I basically got this cover because it's such an iconic Neal Adams cover, and it's just one of those books that that Neal Adams, you know, is. It's just one of those prints that you see Neal Adams do something. You know, I mean, I don't know other way to put it. you know, you've seen this. I mean, nothing to me, nothing spectacular about the storyline of the book. It's just a classic cover. So, you know, with that said, it's just one of those books that it's good to have in your collection. I actually got both of these right here together at a really good price. So very, very surprised because, you know, at the convention, man, I saw this was ridiculous price of like $175 in a lesser condition than what you guys see right here. And I was like, you got to be kidding. There's no freaking way. But for both of these books I got together, I mean, I paid probably less than $25 per book if you look at it. But, you know, nevertheless, I just don't want anybody to go out there and try to get scammed based off of what you see at conventions sometimes. Yeah, maybe an iconic cover, but man, just do your research first, because when I saw the price of some of those books, I was like, it's no way I'm going to pay that amount for that. And this one right here is the number 234. This is Superman 234. Now, there's a bit of a date stamp, but I don't mind date stamps, to be honest with you. It kind of adds a little bit of historical value to it in my, you know, in the way I see it. But you know, just another Neal Adams cover, and it came along with that book, and for the price I got for these two, I mean, shoot, I'm okay with that. All right, and this one right here is Wonder Woman number 205, Big E's and TiVo. This is for you. This is bondage. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Look away if you do not want to see any type of bondage. But you know, this is a cover that was turned on by Tim from Lords of the Long Box. I saw he had a copy of this, and I just immediately fell in love with it. I think this probably makes my third or fourth Wonder Woman bondage cover right now. Just her spread eagle on this missile right here, and just tied up, and you know, it's just, to me, in my eyes, it's a classic Wonder Woman bondage cover. It's not one of those earlier ones that you see in the Golden Age. Oh Lord, would I love to get my hands on one of those? But I will tell you, this is not going for very much, and you know, being that it is a bondage cover, I mean, it's something to have in your collection, right? So I'm happy to have this. And shout out to YouTube, Big E's and TiVo. Bondage, bitch. All right, so, and this one right here, I think this is the last one. Yep, this is the last one. This is Fantastic Four, number 45. This is the first appearance of the Inhumans. Now, I actually purchased this at one of my local comics stores, and you know, it's okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's a little bit, you know, kind of crunchy on the ends right here, but you know, that's what you're going to get. I mean, if you're going to have a specific amount that you're wanting to spend, or that you can spend, you cannot be really too picky, to be honest with you. Of course, you know, you're going to have specific ways or specifics that you're looking for of what you want and what you don't want when you buy your books. However, you know, to be honest with you, I'm okay with this. This is not bad copies, a vibrant color cover to it. I mean, there's bits of creases here and there, some ticks along the spine. There's some crunch. This is a reader's copy, to be honest. I mean, but, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay to have Fantastic Four number 45, First Inhumans, for the price I paid for it. I'm not told, you know, which is surprising, because I've learned to overcome my OCD when it comes to the quality and conditions of books by understanding of the affordability and what I'm willing to pay. So there's a lot of factors involved. You know, as much as I would love a high grade book when it comes to all my books, I know sometimes it's just not possible, but it's okay. All right, so you know, Fantastic Four, the Wonder Woman, and a couple of the Neal Adams covers that you see right there, and oh yeah, it's my Batman and Harley Quinn. Look at that, it's gorgeous. And then of course, as you see, NXS here, NXS wasn't she like a 90s band or something? I keep saying NSX, okay, and YX, and then a Humans, and the other ones that you saw. All right, so anyways, that is my key issues that I've picked up. A few other books, few really nice covers and everything. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to get sent into CBCS yet. to get graded, but I'm sure after once everything settles down, when it comes to school and everything, I'll figure something out. But I wanted to share that with everybody, and I hope you guys appreciate that. And I definitely appreciate you guys subscribing and being a subscriber and tuning in with all the stuff we do on here. It's just wonderful to be part of this community. I thank you so much. And before I go, I actually wanted to show you guys a couple of my Batman 1/6 scales. So bear with me as I do this, and hopefully I'll try not to screw this camera up. Alright, so there it is right there. The one on the left, I just got in from Sideshow Collectibles. That's the Batman Arkham Knight one. And the one in the middle is the Batman Arkham Origin, and then the one on the right is Batman, just Batman. I don't think there was like a other specific title for. So those are my 1/6 scales, and I've got Selina Kyle right there from Hot Toys. So that really happy. There's I actually pre-ordered the Batman, the Hot Toys Batman, the one with him in his armor from Batman vs. Superman. So whenever that one gets released, I'll have that one and push that one there. And so I love it. I really love it. I know my boy Ray, he collects a lot of the Hot Toys ones. I think the Selina Kyle is the only really Hot Toy ones that the one that I have. The rest are just Sideshow. Now, if you guys don't know the difference between Sideshow statues and Hot Toys, is Hot Toys does more of the movie characters 1/6 scales, whereas Sideshows they do what you see on the other three that I have right here. Alright, so that is it, everybody's. I really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. You guys be safe out there, and you take care of yourselves, alright? I'll talk to you later.